Yes! Yes! Josh wins! Oh my god! Oh my god! He wins with Bestial Runic! Yo, guys, I'm extremely... Who's hyped in the chat, guys? Let's see some hype in the chat for Josh. Finally, Josh not shitting on branded and actually playing branded cards. How much is a Runic Core going for about now? I'm assuming not that much, but maybe after this game, it might be a bit different. Yo, guys, hype in the chat, hype in the chat. We're in the finals, baby, of YCS Bologna. Yeah, he plays without Branded Fusion. No Fallen of Albas in the deck as far as I know. We saw Denko Sekka, which is a crazy normal summon against Rescue Ace, by the way. That shuts down the entire thing. Alright, Josh can take it all with a sleeper deck. And we're starting off with Pot of Prosperity on the side of Anthony.
The Rescue Ace deck versus Joshua Schmidt's Bestial Synchro strategy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be like it might be a bit hype for the channel, but obviously more hype for Josh. I mean, he came in with this deck. I don't think a lot of people were on this deck because it was kind of a sleeper, to be honest. It wasn't well known. We've known people here on the channel. You guys knew about Branded Bestial from my channel. Let me know in the chat right now if you knew about the deck from watching my videos. I made 3 videos about that deck recently. So it was definitely on the radar for us, but I don't think a lot of people knew that. I mean, I got like 10,000 views, you know.
Warrior from the deck here activates it immediately. No responses from Josh. Ash Blossom doesn't come down on the Prosperity. Going for the lifter here.
Right, we got Airlifter, probably to search out a copy of Emergency, the emergency teleport of the deck. I don't know how many... Yeah, Josh's hand looking full Runic at the moment, which is good. You can pick apart the board easily through that. Let me know if you want me to... Should I increase the volume of the caster? Or is this volume good with my voice and the stream voice?
Representation of the entire event.
Yeah, I mean, but the Bestial Runic deck doesn't play Branded Fusion. It is playing branded cards, which are Quem and Cartesia. And of course the Bestials, which are not exclusive to Branded, right? These have been probably more prominent in Dragon decks. Also, just a very strong engine on its own, right? Spamming out level 6's Branded Regain, an absolutely amazing card.
And things are about to get bumpy as we set 4 cards directly from the deck here.
What a start!
All right, we've got the 4 cards from the deck here set it directly. I mean, wow, it's an incredible card and so much value gained from a singular boss monster. Will we continue on with some plays here to
yeah, SP is... I mean, the Runic Bestial is an SP Little Knight machine. It is very easy to get an SP Little Knight with fusion monsters in this deck. He's also playing Duality, which we saw the Fabled Unicorn in action last game. He's playing Duality in the main, by the way.
All right. And there is a search here coming up.
Absolutely.
Do you think Rescue Ace will be hit in the next ban list? Probably a very small hit, if at all. I mean, maybe a small consistency hit, but the cards themselves are just not broken. Alright, Anthony going through the motions with his Rescue Ace deck, ending up on an IP Masquerena that can go into a Little Knight, and of course, the Preventer, which can flip. This Masquerena will actually give us a Darkened Graveyard once it's activated. But right now, the Graveyard seeming relatively problematic if you have Bestials in hand. So hopefully we get to a Quem, which can unlock some plays for us indeed. But we have Runics. Runics are very good against Masquerena in the draw phase. Maybe just pop it right there and then.
Seems like he has 3 monsters and 3 spells, so pretty even and sometimes...
He has Lubellion, and there is a Runic Tip in hand. And there goes the Bestial Lubellion, such an incredibly powerful card. Right here, by the way. Right here. we are representing, and it goes through. We search for...
synergy in this matchup, unfortunately.
Let's see what we search for. We haven't seen a Bestial Aluber. Maybe he doesn't play that.
Literally an engine, get it? Fire engine. So no light and darks to
Search
banish.
for Magnamut.
Advantage of the Bestials, but we're gonna get Magnamut.
So it's important to get rid of the Masquerena before we go and commit to a Runic Fountain, because it is definitely problematic. But we are in the main phase, so that means Masquerena could tag out for Little Knight. But we don't want that Little Knight to banish our
This matchup,
Runic
is
Fountain.
probably something that Josh has played a lot of going through this entire tournament. Lots of representation, as we mentioned, from Rescue Ace. What do you think about the Rescue Ace matchup versus Runics?
Yeah, I mean,
Josh
honestly,
is thinking.
I wouldn't be like so disappointed.
He
for
goes
the
into the battle phase, I
Rescue Ace.
think,
mean, the Tyrol was
to
impactful,
maybe-
just like, this is huge, honestly. You have the
To maybe
preventer
get
with
rid of
SP,
the
free book of
get rid of the
movements,
Masquerena here in the battle phase.
I mean, with this
That is a
hand
good way
being
of
dropped by
doing that,
Josh,
also not
honestly,
skipping the
doesn't
battle
help
phase. And
much,
then
because
we are
yeah,
hit with the
here with the full set
Contain.
from Anthony,
I think that is Contain, right?
just trying maybe
Which means it's negated, and I think it's also unable to be used as material for any type of summon, if I'm not mistaken. So we're cutting off the access to more Bestials.
there is a response. We know
No response there. We're probably going to go into a Runic to get over the Masquerena here.
Yeah, so the Rescue Ace cards, for those of you unfamiliar, you have a bunch of effects that you can activate, such as special summoning, negating, as well as destroying.
We're in for a
They
very
also
interesting
benefit
game right
from
now.
bonus effects when you have the Hydrant on the field here. And that is sort of the heart and soul of the deck, because it's extremely important to maintain the Hydrant's presence so that you can get maximum value.
So
out of
again,
all
we
those
are
traps.
still in battle, I believe. Runic Dispelling to special summon. So now we can access Gary that can take care of the Masquerena. Oh, we go into a Hugin instead. And we got rid of the Contain, so there's no negate. Bestial Serenir goes into the grave. That's great, because we can get another Bestial Lubellion. That's good, because then we were able to summon it, establish Regained on board. Josh is playing 2 Regained and no Branded Beast, and yeah, it does resolve. So we get Fountain to the hand. Serenir is going to dump probably another copy of Bestial Lubellion, so we can go up into it after the battle phase, but we're not getting rid of the Masquerena here. However, what is going to happen now is that Josh, probably in his first action here, in the main phase, is going to go into SP, which forces out the Masquerena, and then he can just chain the SP. But there is an Extinguish, so he's not going to be able to dodge that. Oh, that is big. That is big. He activates the Preventer here. If we have another Bestial in hand, we contribute summon over it, which is definitely not bad. That's a nice thing about Bestials. They are level 6s. So if we have another access to one of them, we can tribute summon over it, but I don't think... I'm not sure that we have. We're going to be thinking a bit on Joshua's end here to see what we do. Preventer fired off. We are facing an Extinguish and still a Masquerena. Runic Tip goes down. Yeah, and we don't want to commit to the Fountain while Masquerena is on the board. Otherwise, it will be banished. So maybe now we can grab a Freezing Curses to prevent that at least, so we can at least draw and kind of refresh our hand. Maybe get another Bestial in rotation to tribute summon over the Hugin here. We get Freezing Curses, which is just as good probably. Maybe we already have Freezing Curses. Flashing Fire could deal with the Masquerena, which is good. Now we can probably safely activate the Runic Fountain here. And the problem is we need to bait out this Masquerena. And Contain also prevented the Magnamut from attacking. I'm just noticing that right now.
Anthony does need to probably respond here,
That's crazy. I mean,
or at least in
kind
response
of
to
picking
the being
apart
activated. Otherwise,
the board here little by little.
we'll be able to
And
activate
we have Quem, which is incredible. We have Quem in hand.
That's the case. The problem is you
That's really good. Quem can now dump a Cartesia. And if we get a Baron on board right now, we can pop our own Hugin if we want to. Might not want to do that because we just want to draw. But this now threatens a Baron to Fleur. Or a Dispatter for that matter. But Quem goes through. Let's see what we dump here. We might go for the Cartesia just to have it in grave, because if we can get this Hugin to grave, Cartesia goes back to hand. We have 2 more cards in hand. One of them is known to be Freezing Curses. The other one probably, I am assuming.
Chaos Angel, if you decide to go into that.
Okay, we go. Maybe we play Legatia. Maybe we play Centurion Legatia. I've been playing it. The stream is frozen for a second. Jesus Christ.
Chaining the trap here.
So we kind of forgo the option to go into a Synchro 10. But
super important aspect of the deck.
so Extinguish is gonna pop. Gonna try to pop.
So the Extinguish being.
So now the Masquerena is gonna be forced out because we will activate Runic Fountain on Resolution here. So Slumber protects Lubellion. Oh my God! What a hand, dude! What a hand!
This is where things can get
that's crazy. I think Josh should win this game. Based on what's happening now, he's going to gain so much advantage right now. So Slumber is going to be able to protect Lubellion from being destroyed by Extinguish. Which is good. And if you don't, you have to Masquerena right now, and you will be probably met with a Freezing Curses here. You have no choice. Can we protect the Masquerena somehow? We have probably Alert, right? Probably have Alert. And now we have Rescue.
The rescue here.
To summon back? Summon back a monster, right? And we have the Turbulence here that can pop.
What a shame it was indeed.
2 off the top here.
Okay.
And yeah. Huge.
Banish another 3.
Really important. We needed to have a way to deal
Banishes some hand traps. These go. The chain has resolved. And our first action will likely be to activate Runic Fountain. Josh with no cards in hand right now. Shaking a bit. Wait, Turbulence can do that?
Anthony has gone for the alert back on the Turbulence. This is what we will try to do.
Turbulence can do that? Why?
So I think what Anthony is trying to do here is to dodge, or rather use the effect of the Turbulence to destroy a card on the field here, and
it's gone.
It is really well spotted.
Very, very, very well played.
Yeah. It's gone. Veiler. Oh, okay. This is looking very different right now. Turbulence.
Big spot there to trigger the Turbulence
if another card you control leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, that was the Masquerena. Target 1 card on the field and destroy it. Yep, that was the play. And he passes the turn. Now we have him. We have Cartesia in grave. But I don't think Anthony will allow it. That's unfortunate. Lifter is gonna try to negate the effect of Quem here. Yeah, now you can shuffle back all your cards. Josh is looking. Yeah, it was close. It was close, but probably didn't see that line. To be honest, I think being greedy and going for Baron might have been a better play. You definitely want regained, but if you have that extra negate on board, you could draw 3, which is all this deck wants to do. And now you have a Rescue Ace
such perfect
deck
game
at
from
full
Rescue Ace.
swing
We've seen it
with
now. Anthony
4
doing
sets
really well here to put
that
Josh
can
Wood
just
at bay.
swing into the board. And, you know, without a battle phase, it's going to be hard for Josh to recover.
That was the game changer.
Yeah,
with-
for sure.
So
It's a
battle,
huge
we
win.
go into the Quem.
Probably over on Josh,
Lifter, I think, is
Staker, but
17,
instead
if I'm not
Anthony
mistaken.
found the
We
line
probably take
and
200
look at
here.
this advantage.
No way to
He
out the
released
Lubellion.
who, you know,
Oh,
can,
they gained 500, so yeah.
ahead in
Another
terms of
700.
advantage, but
Get rid of the
Just
Hugin.
creating so
Hugin
much
comes
here because,
back.
headquarters, Hugin goes
Yeah, we will get a Cartesia in hand, but it's going to be Cartesia plus 1 card against a full Rescue Ace board, and we're not even done. Anthony looking
that's really
good.
rough here. Josh is gonna need
Anthony
something
looking good.
huge off the top
That
to
play
try
really
and
saved his ass. I think
back
that
into the
Josh
game.
might have needed to
I
make a
don't know what you
Baron
could
there.
possibly go for
Trap
because
Snake Magnamite unable to be used.
Runic Fountain is gonna
Right.
need another Runic to resolve in
That
order
is
to
correct. So
actually
no
maximize its efficiency
option
here.
to do that.
Well, Anthony's still potentially
I
looking
wonder
good
if
for
we have
more,
Legatia.
Link plays in main phase
But
two,
yeah,
so
that alert play was heads up.
whatever he
It was a
likes.
heads up
Going
play.
to an SP still that we
That
haven't
was good.
used yet.
Honestly,
And,
make a
yes,
Link
we
Karibo.
see the,
Make a Link
confirmation
Karibo
points come
first,
out.
maybe.
and
Or just
I
make an
think
SP like that.
exactly what he's going for,
Yep,
but not
play.
just goes for a
Artesia
regular
comes back to
SP,
hand.
passes
Josh
play
remembers it.
back to
Fusion Monster
Joshua,
was
who will
sent to the
now
graveyard
go
this
for
turn. It
Cartesia.
was Hugin. It went straight back. And we draw for turn. I really don't know.
Josh draws for turn,
I
but
mean,
the
he will
cards
probably
to
scoop
a
right now.
full
I don't think there's a way to
entourage
play
of
this out.
Rescue Ace Rescue Ace
Graveyard
Monsters
looking
except
stacked,
that
but
Turbulence.
unfortunately, no plays.
Tough.
Normal summon the
Okay,
Cartesia.
we go for the Cartesia.
Yep.
One more card in hand.
Artesia can maybe go battle phase, try and attack over the Hydrant here, but turn
You
off
cannot
the,
attack the
depth of
Hydrant.
the Rescue Ace cards. Yeah, that's exactly what Josh is going to try and do here, but the Preventer activates the effect. And that
Could
can
that
set
be
the
it?
Cartesia face down,
And
but
that's
Josh
it.
scoops it up.
Josh scoops it up.
That's going to be
Unfortunate.
game number 1. Taken down
It was
by
a nice
Anthony.
try,
Incredibly
but
well played with the Rescue Ace
we
deck.
did lose the die
Especially to
roll
spot
against
that with
Rescue
the,
Ace
with the,
against a
disruption
full
of the
combo.
Runic Fountain, and I'd probably
Uninterrupted.
say he has a
It
fight
is
against a lot of
fair.
Runic.
Yeah, well, that was a
I
good
believe
catch,
it's fair
honestly.
to
I think
lose
that he
a
was
game like that.
specifically waiting for the
Josh
moment,
needs
because
to
Joshua
think
seems like if he was
hard.
dominating
But
the
now
game,
going
once
first,
again, he came back into the
we
game
saw
after
some
a
hand
very
traps
solid
in
start from Anthony and,
Anthony's deck.
I mean,
We saw an Ash.
No, it just
Pretty good
goes
against
to
this deck,
show
of course.
how
We saw
close
Valor
this
as well.
matchup is and how close this final will
Yeah,
be
no battle
between
phase
two
anyway.
Amazing players.
No battle phase. Yeah,
that
he just
this
went in.
weekend are just absolutely
Ecclesia would have been
killing it.
better
But
than Quem.
now that we can
Ecclesia
take
or
a quick
Cartesia?
look at their side decks, we can try and figure out what their plan could be. And we are thinking maybe.
Listen, Josh, we saw Josh playing Denko Seka.
In the previous one.
That is a very good call.
Maybe
That is a
that
very good
Well,
meta call.
Yeah, Denko Seka.
To
this
play
matchup
Denko,
would be
but
quite
we are in the
we'll see if,
finals, guys.
Josh decides to bring that
So again,
down.
if you're
There's
new
a couple
here,
of answers you
subscribe
can
to
go
the
for.
channel.
Rescue Ace, something
It's
like
free.
Preventer to set it, maybe could,
You know.
could work potentially. We'll see how exactly.
How
that
many
plays out.
how many of you in chat, by the way, are subscribed? If you are subscribed to the channel, type it in chat. Type I am subscribed. I want to see how many people out of the 104, 109 in the room are actually subscribed, because you know it's free, and you will hear an alert from Farfa himself. We have Farfa alerts.
But yeah, on the side of Anthony.
Oh, come on, the White
for his
Owl,
side deck, he gets to go
dude,
second this
dude,
time and
come
deals
on,
with
man.
the,
Out here enjoying the stream, lurking
really
around.
popular. We've seen it in every single side deck. It's been more represented than Ash Blossom even this entire tournament in all of our players' deck lists. That is Droll and Songbird, a huge card.
Nice,
that you
nice,
see in this
nice, nice,
matchup that could
nice.
potentially change the
Ah, you are now, baby. You can't escape.
In the top 8 match, where it seemed as if Joe Droll completely shut
yeah.
down Joshua.
I think that
but
Joshua
in the
might
end,
get through
that
this if
wasn't
he
the case,
got Freezing
but
Flame.
obviously Labyrinth and Rescue Ace are completely different.
Doesn't
Labyrinth,
destroy.
unless, you
That's
get
true.
things going and they try to
Galzo!
set up his
Shalom
cannons
alaikum.
lower
Thank you, Liverus
and
Rock.
setting up the game.
Yeah, if
you
he
take
searches
just
for
one
freezing
turn away,
curses
as we have seen for
instead of
Rescue
flashing
Ace,
fire,
that gets
I
tough.
don't
So
think
they
he
need
saw
to
that
work
play.
much
You
better
saw
on
him
this
pick up the
particular
turbulence.
matchup.
Like, what?
As we're
the
waiting
other-
for the players to
How
set
does
up
it
here, you
pop
can
a
probably
card
see
on the field? That was
beautiful
incredible.
trophy up
It was
for
really
grabs.
well played from
Yeah,
Anthony. I mean,
another
we got to give it
super
up for Anthony
tool,
here.
yeah.
And let's
It was great.
remind why
Side
they are
decking, I'll be back in a
what
sec.
they are doing. This is it. Obviously, we have mentioned it today during the course of the weekend. You know, Simony, top of Swiss, got his chance to walk home with the oversized copy, but here they are facing off not only for the beautiful trophy, but for the ultra rare prize card of another versus Glutonia, and that is nothing to disregard. So there is a lot on the line, of course. Just as a reminder, once again, Joshua trying to win his 4th YCS, which is just ridiculous.
Oh, and by the way, if you want to hear a Joshua Schmidt alert, we also have that on the channel. And that is for membership. So if you become a member right now, there is a Josh alert. So if you're interested in hearing that, all you have to do is just click the join button below.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, this is
Quem is the only expensive card. That is true. Quem is only... I mean, if Josh wins, Quem is going to go up. If Josh doesn't win, it still stays around 30, 40
You
bucks.
must be feeling pretty confident right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a YCS
Anthony
finalist,
played
the
it really
pressure
well.
must be on him,
And Josh
honestly.
did, in fact, show some resistance.
Joshua, and I mean, sitting there at the YCS final as a world champion, honestly, I mean, it's a big deal. And I think he also did he lose the final?
Yeah.
He won
He for sure plays the
Yeah,
spatter.
I think
He
lost
for
the
sure
final,
has the
or
spatter in
maybe-
the
I
deck.
mean, he made out the top 4s, I'm pretty sure, but I don't
For
remember
sure
if he
top
lost the final.
4 a few times, yeah, a couple times, but yeah, it's a
won
good
nationals,
question actually.
right?
I think he
Quem
lost
is
in the finals of
62,
nationals
where?
for sure to
What are you talking
Alpha
about?
Like back in the day we're talking about. But in terms of
Dude, I
YCS,
didn't
yeah,
get my third Starlight Quem, and now I'm
the
fucked.
finals, and now we're jinxing it.
I will have to pay
that could
those
be.
biggie
I'm
bucks.
Not sure, though. I'm not sure, so let's not count on that.
On
But
TCG? No. Look at market price, not recent sales.
Just doing a small check on some sleeves here. So we're just going to have a double check, make sure everything...
Market price yesterday was 38 bucks.
Yeah,
I checked,
just,
bro.
A good duel for the rest of this match.
All right, who's going to play as the Joshua Schmidt membership alert?
That's what we're
I
waiting
want
for
to
now as
see
we,
that.
are sitting here.
I want to see that being played out.
It's possible,
We
perhaps
need
they
to
could
manifest the
break
Joshua
the
Schmidt
price.
alert
We can talk
for
about that.
memberships.
And just show you just exactly what has unfolded this weekend, because I mean, yeah, we've talked about the story all weekend. That is the diversity of the format, and here is top 64.
Diverse.
Yeah, and
Market
funnily
price 50.
enough,
It
we
went
do
up
have,
10
you
bucks.
know, what are the 2 most represented decks in the final? Because we have Rescue Ace and Other. Because this is exactly what's going on here. Rescue Ace was
Yeah,
very
I mean, I paid
represented. It
more
didn't
than the
really
market
perform
price
that
for the
well
Starlight, so
throughout
you know.
top card, but Anthony Lopez was
Yeah,
the last
Europeans
one
in
standing,
card market.
and he's here 1-0 up.
Eating good.
But
Definitely
among
eating good.
the different variety of decks, Joshua Smith was, you know, a loner as well.
Also, how does your
And,
branded
that
Bestial build
deck
compare to
surely
Joshua's?
shocked us
So,
this weekend.
I don't think he's
He
playing Bestial
found
Aluber.
along his line in
I
the
don't know
top
what
card
hand
a
traps
lot
he's on.
of,
I know he's on Ash. I was
say,
on
light
Nibiru as
dark
well.
decks, which is why he's
I'm
Bestial side of
not
the
sure.
deck
I think
is
he's
really,
on
really
3
shy,
duality
but now in the final, he's up
instead. So
against
he's
the
not playing
higher
too many hand traps.
those
Probably
might
just
not be
Ash.
as good,
And
but
then the extra deck is a
again,
bit different
just as a
because of
reminder,
duality.
we
So he's
are
playing the Fabled
at an
Unicorn.
incredible
We saw that he's
weekend.
playing
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Deku Seka on the
Action. I
side.
suggest any of you
I don't
guys,
know
if
how
you've
many
missed any
Bestials
of
he's
the future
playing
matches or even
in
our
terms of the level
very
6s.
cool, I wanna say,
Not sure.
reenactments,
I don't know what his
through
ratios
Master
are.
versus Cast
We'll
and
see.
the
We're probably going to see a
Chronicles.
deck profile tomorrow.
You can just go back and check out
So we
any
can
of the
all
action
take
that you
notes.
might have missed.
But yeah, I'm glad that we
Alongside
got
all
on
the
it. Like, we
checking
have
our
good
social
videos
media pages, some
on
of the
Runic Bestial
prizes and some of the other events that we
on
have
the
had.
channel, so that's
We
always
had
good.
a very successful Ultimate Time Wizard event for 2005.
Yeah, another finals for
with
Josh,
hundreds of
honestly.
duelists, gathering,
Um,
and in the end, it was
honestly, amazing
against
player.
another YCS
I mean,
winner, walked home
I'm not
with
gonna
a
I'm not gonna
copy
lie.
of
I thought
Chronicle,
he was
which
kind of
was
out of the
really, really
game a
good
bit
giant
with
card
all the
for
streaming
this
career and
exclusive
Master Rule and
event,
stuff.
so I'm giving
But
another
no,
way to
he's
just, follow
absolutely insane.
Yu-Gi-Oh! And we'll see whether the next one will be and who will take it home. But yeah, it's a lot of different events this weekend.
Yeah, no, Time Wizard 2005, notoriously popular here in Italy. And if you ever go to a YCS, for those
Right.
of you watching at home, if you are interested in taking part, you know, if you aren't actually a
One
fan
more
of the
game can
current
seal it
format,
for
there's a public
Anthony,
event
but
with
this is the
historical
chance for
formats
Josh to
going down.
come back
And
swinging.
we,
70 likes on the stream. If you are here and you have not liked the stream, can we get to 100 likes by the end of the finals? Can we get some likes or luck for our Josh with our favorite deck at the moment?
Yeah, that was.
I cannot believe Branded. Listen, guys, this is a big day for the channel. Branded Despia, top 4, Runic Bestial
For those of you wondering, we
in the
are
finals,
currently after
possibly
game number 1 here, Joshua Schmidt
another
is
YCS championship for
against
Josh,
Anthony Lopez.
which is going to be his third.
Versus,
I believe.
Bestial Synchro Runic. Players are currently just re-sleeving right now. So once they get that done, we'll be able to jump back into the table.
Players are
get some more
re-sleeving.
action on their way.
Why?
In the meantime, for our viewers, so maybe you can type in who you think is gonna take this final. So just in chat.
Type it in the chat. Remember, try not to be too biased. I know who you'll be supporting. But yeah, Josh is down a game here. You know.
Yeah, Farver loves Josh.
Back through.
Branded Fusion simply going to 1. What?
Game
This deck is not even playing Branded Fusion. What the hell are you talking about?
So much drama
There
to
was
unfold
one,
here, potentially, you know, this
my guy, there was one Branded SPI in top 64. Why the hell would they limit Branded Fusion? Even though I will agree that it's a hell of a card, right? Could be the 4th for Josh. He's already a 3-time.
Completely in this matchup. Can resume
Yeah.
now as our duelist.
I mean, Denko Sekai, I think, is stronger going second, I'm going to be honest,
and we'll be able to
than going first. Going first, you can out it. It doesn't have a lot of attack.
Still be in the process of side decking right now.
Yeah.
You can protect it with Slumber.
The sleeves have been,
The boys
corrected.
have re-sleeved their
Going
decks.
into the siding process here,
God
as,
damn.
yeah,
That's
you gotta
rough.
Make sure you got a good side plan going into your
Have
game.
you seen
Don't forget, a lot of
any
players,
spice in the
sometimes
top
underutilize
decks?
side decking, right? At least 50% of your duels are played
We've
with the side deck.
seen, I think Josh is definitely the spiciest with what we saw.
Going
Fabled
into
Unicorn, the
game.
duality stuff, that's crazy. Duality might also go up in price.
Side deck.
Absolutely. I am a big side deck fan in terms
big
of the
side deck guy.
Absolutely, big side deck guy. No, not even joking, but yeah, it's the number one thing. You
Oh,
should,
his
you
third
should
was
think
Runic
about.
Sprite,
As
so
you
yeah,
mentioned,
my
at
boy
least
loves
50%,
Runic.
but most likely it's gonna be 66.
Shuffling it up,
So you
Anthony
play more games with the side
from
deck, and that's a
Luxembourg,
really important
one
thing of your
game
deck.
away
really
from
like
being a
experimentations,
YCS
and,
champion.
you can see
Josh,
already in our
however,
two finalists, two completely different
who's
opposite,
Jared?
ways. Anthony,
Who's
a lot of
Jared
different
that
temp
everybody's
cards.
mentioning in
Joshua,
chat?
5
I don't know
and 3
Jared.
odds, and that's it. So
Is he
yeah,
the
really
the
solid,
Runic Bestial
solid
God?
from Joshua makes sense. Although he has Runic and he can draw multiple cards, he just wants maximum consistency. Those 5 cards are the one he feels like are the best, and that has worked out for him. But again, we have Anthony against Joshua, and we
Is
are
it you though,
ready to
Jared?
see who will
I
be the
saw you. I
winner
saw your
of
name.
Game 2. Let's go.
YouTuber named Jared where he explained the reasoning behind it. Gotcha. If you want to link me the video, Mage, if you want to link me the video in Discord, I would highly appreciate it. You don't have to. It would be nice. I definitely want to see that. The game came up with the deck and Chimera Runic months ago. Gotcha. Branded, yo, Abu Mahmoud. Branded Despia got top 4, and our boy Josh is playing Quem, so it is technically branded deck.
Absolutely powerful, and Josh actually opting to go.
That's a big one. He lost to that card in game 1, and now that card.
So the alert is gone.
It's gone.
One singular banish.
Yeah,
off the
we
top
got.
here, and
Listen,
Runic hits a
Despia,
critical piece of the puzzle.
Branded showing
Going for the Runic
some
Fountain,
muscles.
Reason for that is it's sometimes easier to play through different hand traps your opponent might have, just so you can.
All right, now we're going to be able to chain block our fountain
here, rather than holding out
at the cost of a
searching the
card.
fountain. It's a good way to play around.
So
both.
Fountain 1, targeting these two. Hugin 2, discarding Serenir. Absolutely beautiful discard for the cost of Hugin, the Runic Wings, to search the second copy of Runic Fountain. And Anthony does have an interruption. This does play into Rescue Ace. What's his name? The cool guy that is Havness. Rescue Ace. Impulse. Does play into the Impulse a bit, but we chain block the Fountain, so that is what is important. We draw 2 cards and thin out the deck for another Runic Fountain here. 2 cards, yeah, at the bottom. Serenir is going to trigger on Resolution here, possibly dumping a Bestial Lubellion from the deck to get us access to that. Now, interestingly enough, we might not have Quem. We might have started with Quem because then we can also summon back the Cartesia. We can also chain block the Fountain. We send a Magnemite. We might have opened Branded Regained already. Is there a Droll and Lockbird in the future? Bestial Lubellion from the hand, activating to search a Bestial monster from the deck. Plus 1,000.
Ooh, the Bestial Lubellion.
Oh, there we go. The Bestial Aliber. He does, in fact, play it. I think it is important, by the way, to play that card. It was weird to me that we didn't see it in other matches. We've already seen Josh in 3 features so far.
Yeah, Pretty
And we
interesting
never
card.
saw the Aluber
And
once.
thanks to the runics, this allows you to get easily into Baron de Fleur, for example, pretty much like the Naturia runic deck.
Solid card,
even won the World
Aluber.
Championship with. Did.
Normal, the Aluber, we
If
might
you
go
just
into a
think
Synchro
5Ds is
6
the best
here
hero of Yu-Gi-Oh! And just wants to be synchroing as much as
to
possible,
draw a
because
card.
going into a 6 here,
Let's see what that will
it's gonna
be.
the
We have more
Coral
runics in hand.
Exactly
So we have
what I
Coral
was
Dragon.
mentioning.
We
Second
replaced the
copy of
fountain here. So we can
means that
draw
we're
a
gonna get
bit
at least
more.
the draw one.
And dispelling,
Go for the dispelling.
possibly to summon the
For
Gary now.
Gary returned
So we
the
can
upper
go up
fountain
to a
from
Synchro
the
6.
graveyard to the hand,
And
dissolve the fountain if you don't
triggering
have any
fountain.
runics. And,
And
oh,
Gary.
that
We can
is-
chain
yeah,
block that
so
as
we
well,
are
bring
just
back the fountain
Yeah,
to
one
hand.
goes to end and one goes to the
We are on our
Not
4th
saving
summon
for a
right
second
now.
one here, but also the value that Coral Dragon can offer as a synchro up into 10 means that it is a tuner synchro, allowing you to access.
Now,
your hand
interestingly
and
enough-
to the graveyard, you can draw another card. Don't we just love drawing
Interestingly
cards?
enough, Coral Dragon is in fact a
Yeah.
dragon.
Yeah, it's a very solid start,
Ooh,
and
effect
this
Veiler.
Veiler is okay.
We
honestly.
Veiler
Happy if
the
I'm
Gary
Joshua.
to cut
Yeah,
off
you're
the
completely
fountain in
fine
the
with that
grave.
there.
Okay.
Effect Veiler comes
That's
down
fine.
Gary. We don't get the second fountain. I guess we're only gonna have to settle for drawing 3 cards.
We can recycle it back. We can shuffle back the Gary with regained, possibly.
It's even
That's
more
fine.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet Anthony is really disappointed to have not drawn that.
Lumen Baronin hits the board. We draw another card.
Over the course of this weekend, really is the tech card of the format.
Real crunch time right now for Josh.
One more up top here with
Seemingly,
Dragon. Question is, do we
this,
have a
yeah,
way to-
there we go.
Okay, there's
The regained is
there.
already
As
here. This is
expected,
why we
the
sent
EDF,
the
the
Magnamut
regained
with
and
Serenir.
now let's
We
see.
have
And now we
do actually have
Drewsworm
another
the
bestial
Gary.
on
There we go.
board.
Exactly what I said.
Huge.
We're going to be able to
Something the
shuffle
bestial
back
here
our
just
probably
to trigger the
only
regain,
copy
so
of
we
Gary.
put the,
And we're going to put it back
Gary
into the
into
deck
the
and
extra.
draw an
Draw
additional
one
card
I
from
think
regained.
We're up to 5 this turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5.
Awesome. Great. Cycling your deck for 5 feels great. And then the regained added resource as well on your opponent's turn. Remember, every single time that your opponent special summons once per turn, you can bring back a bestial from your graveyard. And we did send the Magnamut, and that's going to get a further search in the end phase. It really is just card advantage the deck.
Yeah, it is card advantage. The deck draws so many cards.
From what I understand,
Tributes
I don't think
the
Josh
bestial
plays
Drewsworm
trap
on the
card.
field to summon
Single
Lubellion.
I think he's not.
Let's see if we go for the second regain, or maybe we sided it
He,
out, but
did discuss
I know he
with
plays
Elizabeth
too.
before the event
Okay.
if he was going to,
Destruction to
potentially
summon.
play it just for a different
Will
matchup
we
in the
go?
side deck.
Okay,
Turns out
now we're just going to go into an
not
SP,
going. That's,
probably.
another runic being activated here. I think that was the.
We are able to get back our,
again,
we went full
this
circle there.
allows him to go once more into the Jerry and now recover the fountain.
Probably
As a
going into
fountain
SPL
once per
Night right
turn,
now.
and that
Extremely good
goes
card.
to
And this is the setup, by the way.
Little
This
Knight
is
synergy
the
with
setup
Baron
of
de
the
Fleur
Runic
is
Bestial deck.
absolutely disgusting. You can actually use the effect of Baron, negate a card your opponent
Yeah.
controls, activate Little Knight, banishing itself and the Baron until the end phase. The Baron returns to the field. Remember, Baron's effect is once while face up on the field. So then it leaves the field, comes back, and then you can use the negate again.
Right.
Yeah, and there are so
Let's
many
see
synergies, not just that.
what
Even the
Anthony
regain,
has
the
in
plus
store.
Espirito Knight, we have seen how against Dark or like
Again, the
Dance,
branded,
it's
the Runic
very
Bestial setup
powerful
might
with the
look
bench, but then shuffle back what you
very
want for your
minimal,
opponent,
but
only
the
a
control
little bit
aspect
back.
of this
So
deck
this deck
is
is
what
full
really
of,
grinds it. And
intricate
this deck,
skills. And
I'm telling you
yeah.
this from experience, from playing the deck
It comes
a
up here. Anthony
like
does
a
have
lot.
of good powerful light
It
darts in the
grinds
deck with the Cyberse engine as mentioned,
very
plus
well
Reina, Decoy,
up there
Tona,
with all the,
so he is
the
an
good
active
decks.
fires in a
So it has
but yeah, there's a
an
couple
amazing
of
grind game,
interactions that you can
mainly
make that
thanks to
work really well in
Regained.
this format,
You
and it's probably
constantly
why
draw,
Regained is,
and of course you
one
keep
the
your
most
deck
loved here.
full of runics with a
Rescue
fountain.
Ace
So
not going to
it just works
pass.
really well together.
He just passed turn.
Wow.
He
and
passed?
just
Okay.
back to Joshua.
He passed back to
is really
Josh. How?
Yeah, I mean, there are a few duelists which I've seen, you know. I
Yo,
remember
he
Inca
didn't even
was,
give him
in a
the
previous format
he
saying,
didn't
against
even give him the
Runic decks,
summon, and now we don't have a
sometimes
battle
it's not
phase.
for this
So
because
in
they cannot
in this
really
case,
attack.
it is
You skip their turn,
fair,
but yeah, it's definitely
to
unfortunate.
not play. My
Yeah,
opponent
there's
doesn't have a
there's
battle
opponent
phase.
can just
I
pass
don't want to
and
summon
not
anything
risk
to
of,
give him
losing
Magnamut.
the duel
I want to
system.
explode on the board
Battle
when I
phase,
can, and
but
it is a valid
very
strategy
tough
against
going
Runic,
ahead a little
and he
too
passes back.
far on-
No.
Oh,
Josh
wow,
passes
okay.
back.
As
He
you
has
see,
everything he
so Anthony
needs.
actually was really,
And
really heads up
we'll
play
see
here.
Anthony maybe commit to a play
Now,
here.
though, we cannot really
Again,
play that game,
the next turn there is a battle phase.
we need to do
So
something, and, we have one additional
now
card
we
for
need
that.
to
So,
pump
I
up the
guess
brakes
you
here
could
and
see it as some sort of indirect
get
one-day
going
reset
if we're
connection.
Anthony
If you really sweat
piloting
hard
the
enough,
Rescue
that's
Ace deck
just what happened.
on the blue side of this duel.
So Anthony having another extra
Again, we're in the finals. 19 minutes remaining in this match.
anything about this, 'cause as you know, runics were activated on Josh's turn. Josh just goes
I assume
past
Josh
it,
has
resolve
some
fast.
strategy
Well,
for
it's another
time,
phase, no point in that. So
because
hold down
the
fort
deck
with
does
just the SP and the
not
Baron.
do super well in
Well,
inflicting
it's a
damage.
mystery set card.
But Anthony is thinking away right now. Probably needs to start making a play. I think both players would like this to move on. Actually, if I'm Anthony,
maybe just
I don't really care, right? Because I know I'm playing against Runics,
And there are still
who
19 minutes
are
left
infamous
in
for
this
not having their
26
battle phase at all.
down, and this is gonna be a tough one for
Passes
Anthony, and he
back
passes
to
once again.
Josh.
Wow.
Holy! Now Josh is probably gonna at least inflict some damage here. We might actually have some bestials on Anthony's side as well. Wouldn't disregard that. And again, we don't have our extra monster zone, which makes it a bit harder
Yeah, but
to
maybe
play.
he has a read again.
Okay,
No, he's
we
going
tag
to
out
attack.
the
Okay,
Baron
interesting. So
in the
Joshua
standby phase to summon the
probably
Magnum.
sees a
Magnum
line where he
effect
can, end
will
this
resolve in the
duel
end phase to
right
add a
here.
bestial from the deck.
Back to Baron.
And then we have Quem. Beautiful. Quem is going to be able to dump us a copy of Cartesia from the deck. Galzo, what's Anthony's score compared to Joshua? Anthony is 14 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. They are the same record. We send the Cartesia here. Beautiful seeing these cards in action in Joshua's field.
First and foremost, let's see if Josh can figure out any extra damage right now. It doesn't look
And
like
yeah,
it,
we
actually.
can go in
Every
and
deck has
swing
its strengths
for
and weaknesses. Drawing a million
56.
cards and controlling the field really well is one
56,
thing.
that's
Even a ton of
big damage.
sometimes,
And then we
red
can
decks
just
can
go into
struggle
Baron
with that.
again
The battle phase restricts
with
so
another
much,
bestial in
put
hand.
up so many,
which is
big
definitely
bodies
solid.
monsters, although the bestials do facilitate
Yeah,
that
and just
quite
go into the
nicely,
Baron.
but
Very
not in
good
a
call
situation
out of
Josh
Josh
have
to
to
tag
settle
out.
for remaking
Put some
Baron.
space in
Yeah,
between
and now
him
there is
and Anthony.
essentially one
In terms
more
of card
turn
advantage, he's
for
going to be able to
Anthony
add
do something
and
to
adds
stay
the
in this
bestial
game, otherwise we
Druid's
are
Worm from the
going
graveyard
to just game 3.
and passes back.
Is added back in
Plays
the
in
here.
Anthony's field. Now, you really need to make a play because you are on 2,400 life points. And you at least want to prevent another battle phase, so at least you start playing because of that. But
completely free.
let's see what
And yeah,
Anthony
essentially
here
got to just
decides to
pass
play.
and see 3 extra cards.
Start off with the Diabell Star.
Yeah, this is it. We need to play now. We're gonna go Diabell
Probably
Star.
the first play here is to Little Knight. It will be the only good opportunity for you to Little Knight, shuffle back the Diabell Star to the deck with Branded Regain. This is
Chain the SP
an
Little Knight
excellent...
here,
Okay.
and into
An
enemy
enemy
controller.
Okay.
That
I
sucks.
saw this card in the side deck of Anthony. I was really curious.
A live
Is that
Baron.
a card you would bring in against
You
Runic?
kind of have to negate it
Just
at this
negate
point,
here with the
unfortunately.
Alright,
Good play.
let's see if there is
Again,
anything
the Little
else
Knight play
from
here,
Anthony.
for
This
those who
can
didn't
play
catch it,
both
was
SP
to
and
banish
Baron.
itself and Diabell Star.
That's a huge here. We're
And
gonna
that
set
is
also
going to
the
be
Bell
able to
Star
trigger
in the
Branded
simple
Regain to
foil
shuffle
deck
back the
here.
Diabell Star. So
And,
essentially
yeah,
taking
the
out a
simple
monster
foil engine is
completely,
probably what took
making
Rescue
SP
Ace
Little
to
Knight a
develop
quick
into
play
the
shuffle
boss
into the
couple
deck
months. You probably noticed that Rescue Ace
and draw a card.
Age of Overlord
You think
wasn't
they're-
exactly an incredibly
They're going to
consistent
ban any
deck.
Rescue
They
Ace
have a
cards
lot
like
of power
Emergency?
and
Possibly.
strength around it, but over the course of Age of Overlord,
Okay,
Sinful Engine
let's
has
see
been
what Josh has up
consistent.
its sleeve.
Also,
Josh is definitely
our turn here with
still in the
Emergency.
commanding position in this game.
I mean, Anthony's strong.
There's probably no Runic Destruction because that would have been fired off on the Sinful Spoils card.
So, right, obviously Joshua. No,
However, you might not need to play that
let's see.
like that because
a lot of responses here. Regain
still no
the
cards
trigger
on the
on
field to
P7,
send.
Magnum
You
on
do
board
need a card to
matches,
send
and
in order to activate the effect of
manual
the
Runics
original
in their hand,
Sinful
which
Spoils.
there's a chance that they're,
Snake
after
Eye.
drawing so many cards, that can also snowball
Great
into
matchup so far,
more
super interesting. I'm personally
draws
engaged
on
because,
the
you know,
fountain.
and we go for the Hydrant.
Bringing out the Hydrant and
Tributing the Turbulence from a hand. Now we get to trigger Branded Regain. to summon
Joshua,
back
on the
a
other hand, is
monster.
gonna use that regained, that gives him so much
Likely
advantage.
going to be Magnamut,
Goes
and
for a
then we
flashing fire
chain
from the end. Just one of
the
moves
freezing
which
curses
will
here. We are then
One
able to,
regained,
to,
turning
to
to
chain
flashing
block the
fire to
runic
destroy
fountain,
the
by the way, with
hydrant.
Magnamut, which is
I think
big.
we're doing this just to try and force out
Definitely
another
big.
kind of,
Get to shuffle some cards
rescue
from
ace
our,
spells we
banish
can
some
have
cards
in
from our
hand,
opponent's deck.
to
Maybe
stop
even
the
draw from
bonus
regained
effects that
in the
might come down
process.
here.
But Josh is
Pretty much
currently
just one card.
definitely in the commanding position here of this duel.
We have a discard, then we have the tribute, so we've got white
And
mones
we
here.
do chain alert,
Yeah, maybe two.
rescue.
Right, that's huge here.
Okay.
We do chain the rescue
Target the
to summon back
turbulence.
the turbulence to the field, so we get that anyway,
Alert. Is that rescue?
right?
Rescue.
That's what it does. No, that's not what it does.
Exactly the
It
same
adds
one.
from deck. No?
I think it's rescue, right?
Yeah, this one's a rescue. Target a monster in the grave, and then you can special summon it to your field.
So this is rescue. Rescue searches from the
Bring
deck,
back your
right?
opponent's cards if
Now that
necessary.
Hydrant is on the field, or summons from the graveyard.
Bring
Okay.
back Turbulence.
So now we banish 2 of the freezing curses.
Across the top, I think that was
We
almost
have
a hit there,
triggers
but
here.
it's a 3-0, so
Fountain
not too worried
1,
about that.
Magnamut 2, possibly,
Anything else from Joshua
to
to
draw
stop
some
this?
cards. And then Rescue Ace
You can see the same as
Turbulence is going to be able to activate again, but because this is Anthony's turn, he will be triggering as Chain Link 1, which will not prevent the Fountain in this case.
I think it's Joshua.
We can still,
So now
I
just
believe,
use it,
Fountain
he's gonna go for
and
both the
Magnamut.
and then the Fountain, 'cause as turn player,
Fountain 1,
Anthony
chain
has
block
the
it
Chain
in
Link
case
1
there is an
right here,
Ash, and
so
we
Joshua
need to draw something to stop this Turbulence right here. We draw 2 cards. I don't know what the set card is, if I'm being honest.
Doesn't really matter then.
And the
Fountain is
Fountain
gone, but
goes
Joshua
now,
still
so
has drawn 2
we
cards.
lose access to runic spells. And we do have something set there. We don't know what that is. Turbulence effect resolves.
Effect to set from the deck here. We already have one. That's going to be.
And that's not going to be as impactful because our field spell is in the graveyard. Our alert and rescue are not in play. So it is a rather underwhelming set of the 2 traps and an emergency. And the Sinful Spoils, the original Sinful Spoils Snake Eye is still on the board. Have not been activated yet to search a Hydrant. That could summon a Hydrant, and then we can not only activate the Hydrant, we can also activate one of the set traps the turn it was sent because Hydrant is on the field. And we normal summon Ash Blossom. That's scary.
That's not how you counter Fountain.
We could be threatening an SP Little Knight here because this Ash Blossom could turn into an Almirage. Or we just want to send it with... We might want to just send it. Josh is looking to draw more cards, and of course, he needs to bring back Gary because the Fountains are in the graveyard. We draw one more card. This Ash could turn into an Almirage, or just, as I've mentioned before... Oh!
Ash Blossom in response here.
He scoops it up. He scoops it up. Josh takes game 2. Oh, baby! Wow, 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 wow.
Game number 3 now.
I am nervous right now.
Witnessing, couldn't ask for
God
more.
damn,
Both
this
have been
game
played
is
well
good,
until
man.
and this is exactly what this
This
matchup
game
is
is exceptional,
about. A lot
brother.
of back and forth, a lot of advantage, and a lot of what we can say like vintage
sleep
Yu-Gi-Oh was all about,
I'll
which
do
is
that later.
card advantage, trying even
With
those
how
best
much
ones,
time?
and
That's
end
a
up
valid
carrying.
point.
But now
That is a valid point.
Anthony gonna go
How
first
do you
and
inflict
gonna
damage?
try
I think it's
to
about
replicate what he did in game
I
one
want to say
with
14,
some
13
important
minutes.
additions from
It's
his side
not
deck.
a lot
Most
of
important,
time.
that drawn and locked bird.
But Josh takes
I
it.
think the
If I'm
gameplay that
Anthony,
we witnessed was probably peak Yu-Gi-Oh.
maybe I
think there was
keep
just so much back
playing
and forth. There was some really
a
good
bit more. What do you guys
intelligent
think?
plays there, from
Like,
both players
there's
to
no battle phase
get around
next
each
turn.
other's
Of
disruption.
course, you can.
Yeah, really well played. I
Time
think,
to side
this
Boon
was
and A.
really a fantastic
10
game
minutes
for
left.
Yeah, especially because like Anthony basically passed for two.
It's gonna go
two
down to
turns,
the
right?
wire.
And then basically was
Yo, Joshua Schmidt Plus is here. Wait, Tyler, is that you?
Joshua was able to seal the game, and in here there are three.
Is that yeah? Oh my God, dude. That's insane. That's insane, dude. Welcome into the. Josh will not like that, but drop a sub in Josh's name to the channel. Why not? You're already in control, brother. I appreciate you being here, man. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
At the other end, I want to mention one thing from Joshua's side deck.
Yeah, we got a game on our hands, ladies and yo. I appreciate it, dude. Josh is gonna hear about that. You're gonna hear about that, man. Game 3 with little time. What do we, first of all, let's break it down, guys. Does Anthony need to scoop here, knowing he's playing against a runic deck? Maybe you continue for a little bit longer? I mean, but 9 minutes, honestly, is not a lot. The Rescue Ace combo is going to be... Woo, baby. So, how do we win this if we're Josh? Denko Seka. We saw that in Josh's side deck, probably. Normal summoning a Denko Seka into Rescue Ace board, not bad. Starting off with Airlifter. Searching out the emergency here. Anthony is playing fast here. Wanted grabbing out the Diabellstar, the Black Witch, and Anthony is going through the motions here, summoning the Diabellstar, pitching off another copy of Airlifter, activating the effect is set, a Sinful Spoils spell trap from the deck directly, sending for cost to activate the Sinful Spoils, Snake Eye, summoning the Hydra, and of course level 1 fire directly from the deck, which will be able to grab us access to our boss monster, Rescue Ace Turbulence. That will be able to set us the magnificent 4 back row that we really want. Anthony doesn't want to win in time. What a Chad. Yeah, I agree.
Can just hold out here, and so he knows that he's going to need multiple turns in order to try and deal damage and get to a battle phase. That actually facilitates some damage.
Linking off, we're going to be making an SP Little Knight shortly. That SP Little Knight is strategic. It can protect your Turbulence from getting hit with Imperm or Veiler. Now, this is very important because we haven't used Emergency yet. It seems like we are going to use it now. Now, if Josh imperms or Veilers the Turbulence on summon, yeah, it's going to be harder for us to dodge, but I guess we don't have any more bodies, and we could have saved this emergency to dodge an imperm. We do have, we're checking probably for Dark's Engrave, and we have one. It is the Black Witch herself. We might fire off maybe a Nibiru. Oh my God, he drops the nib. Anthony could have played a little bit safer here, but unfortunately gets hit with Nibiru here. And he chains Bestial Druidworm to get rid of his token on resolution, not giving him a single monster. I mean, this is, first of all, this is possibly 3,000 to the dome here, with Nibiru, the primal being, just attacking. But we do have a way to extend here. We go into Preventer.
Just what you needed there. Perfect.
Oh, baby. Banishing the Lifter, sets one and passes.
To pass turn here as
Magnum during the end phase on the Linkaribo.
Targets as well, because the Dark Monsters Linkaribo was made in the graveyard.
Oh my God.
The end phase
oh my God. Tyler, you're gonna be busy tomorrow, baby. You know why you're nervous. You're gonna be working extra hard this night. You're going to be working extra hard, baby. You got a big week ahead of you, possibly right now.
This is an incredible game.
Oh my.
Right.
I mean,
and we got the normal summon Quen
as well.
Huge normal summon with Lebellion as well in the hands here. And forget dealing a little bit of damage. I think we could potentially try and go for game right now.
A godlike start.
What I was
swing
saying,
here.
what game is this?
Yeah.
Crazy opening.
I mean, you probably need to make a Baron right now.
Limited but glued to Joshua N this weekend, and well, this is an amazing turn.
I don't know what happened. We had a nice little slow back and forth over the last game or two. Big technical plays, but
Yeah,
now we are
just make the
lighting
Baron
fire here.
immediately.
Players going all in. There is the Baron the floor being summoned now, activating the effect to destroy.
Pop the
last
back
spell
row,
trap card. The
chain
only trap card in the
imperm.
field. It's an infinite permanence being
That kind of
forced out
sucks.
here.
This Baron is not going to stay face up.
Yeah, no,
That
I'm
goes
fine with that
through.
because Baron can only be used once while on the field.
Okay,
The
so
real reason
we
of
we
let that result
probably
be
get to live. We
3,000
didn't want to
damage
use
through to the life phase
runic
direct.
cards
Don't
because
have
we need
any
the
more
battle phase here. We might not be able to inflict any damage right now.
Unbelievable turn of events here.
I think we should have went for popping the preventer here. It does the same. It doesn't do the same thing because it gets rid of the body.
Yeah,
Right?
another one. That's the one he added with the Magnum mode.
We got a Serenir in play here.
Curious if we'll maybe send it at some point.
Can we do enough
Belly,
damage?
but
Joshua
I think,
Schmidt
we're just
possibly
damage right now.
about to win YCS Bologna. Tribute Serenir to summon Bestial Lubellion from the hand.
I think we would have had
Not
more
triggering the
enough
Serenir, by the way.
for game, honestly, but
Yeah, he's a bit
this
nervous.
is still going to be working out quite nicely.
Understandable.
Serenir sends, Lubellion summoned out. Gonna send the
And that also goes through.
gained. No access to runic cards so far, but obviously no reason
No
to
access to
force
runic cards, but you definitely
Works out.
want
I
this
mean,
position.
Runic cards carried him all weekend, but right here in game 3 might win.
I think
without
if
a
Josh
single runic card.
goes for the
He
preventer
just wants
pop.
to get to the battle phase and deal some damage, and then we can
Wow,
handle
and
that
the
later. That's
duality.
too
Okay,
easy.
let's see what Dark Dragon we summon now.
Lubellion summoning out the deck. The extra deck rather.
Oh, no!
Archfiend for damage
Oh
in
my
time if
God!
necessary. I don't know if it's going to be required, but duality's bonus effect.
Oh
in the
my
graveyard recycling a light
God!
to draw another. There's a
This
lot of
is
times I've
it.
said I'm a banish a light in the dark, but instead
It's
we're returning to the
happening.
Graveyard to draw another card. Can we facilitate or see any other pieces of the puzzle to give us more damage here? And just go for
Scarlight
game?
Red Dragon Archfiend, guys. I hope they put it up on screen. This card inflicts
6,000
damage in time, by the way.
destroy, That's going to be 75. We just need 500 damage.
We need 500 damage right now. No, I'm good. Thank you, I love you.
Anything else? Josh just needs 500 damage from the hand in the battle phase to be able to take this out here. Looks like we're going to the battle phase. Nibiru, the primal being, attacks over.
That's able to summon a lifter now that it is left. We need to inflict damage here. We are searching for a copy of Alert, I believe.
Yeah, of course, the Infinite Purse did resolve earlier. Yeah, okay.
But
Hits
wait
with
a
the
second,
Scarlight
what
here.
about
And now,
the same regain column
And
but
now-
with permanence. I'm just noticing.
Oh,
I think
hang on,
it
that was
was
the wait. That was the Imperm column.
as in, I'm
Branded
pretty sure
Regained
it was
isn't
the
an
same
imperm column, by
permanence
the way.
column, no?
Did we use regain draw effects?
Yeah, it was the same column as the regain.
oh my
but we didn't use
god.
any of the
Oh
effects, I
my
think. So
god.
just
Wait,
use
he
the
acted
one,
what?
I think,
Which effective regain did he activate even?
But just as a
Okay.
just to remind, I guess.
It doesn't matter though.
Whatever
It doesn't
happened.
matter.
We drew a card, right?
No, I'm not sure that we actually.
It shuffles back, right? No, it banishes a light in the dark. No, it shuffles back a light in the dark. It banishes itself. It's fine. Or you banish one dark, shuffle back one light, and draw. It's fine. The Quem can stay banished, I think. I think it's still fine. Hopefully Josh doesn't get penalized for this because
No, so for now all good.
Yeah, that's good.
we go into Little Knight.
5,000 damage has been dealt here.
We have been able to inflict damage.
Red Dragon Archfiend doesn't need
We
to
still
use
have a
the,
Baron Negate. We
effect
still
of
have Branded
the
Regain
1,000
to
in the
bring
battle
back a
phase.
Bestial,
Wait,
and
Little Knight. Remember,
we
talked
still
about
have
that incredible
Little
synergy
Knight
with
here.
Baron and the SP.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And with
Okay.
just 2 minutes remaining.
Set
this
one.
Is, quite a tough.
1 minute and 48 seconds on the
break
clock
and
here.
then deal damage.
Very, very
We haven't used a
stressful.
single
Very
runic card,
stressful.
By the way, just remember.
Tyloo, baby.
You know,
Tyloo,
Swiss Army
baby.
knife of a deck
Normal
could do anything, I
summoning.
suppose. Normal summoning Hydrant.
The Hydrant here.
Anthony has 1 minute,
2
30
additional cards in
seconds to
hand.
Deal with the SP, regained, Baron, and make 3,000 damage just to tie this up.
Regain, bring back Druid's Worm here.
Summon of a monster specials out the Druid's Worm from the graveyard.
The effect of we know there's an alert in hand, so we need to be.
It makes sense to negate it, right? 'Cause
This
he
is
will
crunch
put the
time
spell
right
in
now.
his hand.
I think he negates with a Baron.
All right, so Baron negate.
Yeah.
Negate and destroy the Hydrant.
Is
Does
there anything else from
Here
Anthony?
we go. Activate
Oh
Turbulence.
my God!
Okay.
But the time is, oh my God, 1 minute remaining.
Time is ticking.
There is a turbulence.
Here, special summoning Turbulence
Oh
on
my God,
summon.
what an ending.
He's playing very
Use
quickly
the
here.
Little
This is
Knight
very
here. No,
stressful.
Okay, we're gonna let that
Alert,
field
bring
here.
back
Now we're
another
going
turbulence here.
Turbulence, it looks like.
Good response from Joshua.
Chain Lil Knight, of course.
I think we are definitely gonna have to use Little Knight
Yeah.
here. Activates Little Knight, banishing itself and the Turbulence. A second Turbulence.
He doesn't
hits
have
the
a lot
field
of
with 30
targets
seconds
to
left on the
set,
clock. It doesn't matter if you
actually.
can set 27 cards from the deck here. We need to do 3
Draws
damage.
another card with the original
card,
Sinful
but
Spoils.
what is
25
it?
seconds on the
Of
clock
the
here.
Sinful Engine.
To
We have
inflict
anything else here? That's a better
more than
from the
3,000
hand here,
damage
but
to
we are
win.
Banishing to
God.
special summon hits the board. Can we deal anything?
How do we summon
3,000,
that?
Remember, 4 cards being
My
set
God.
from the deck.
10
Oh,
seconds
right.
left.
The
12
rescue.
seconds, 11 seconds, 10, not 10
Crazy,
seconds, 9
crazy ending
seconds.
here.
And
Wow.
Anthony playing
I don't
at
think
like
you're inflicting
8
enough damage here.
minutes. He
Josh,
recognized
I
that
think,
this was
wins
going to
it.
be a long duel. He
Time.
was playing at supersonic speed, but
Time.
And
there
seems
it
like
is.
time might
0
be called.
seconds left.
Any
That's
seconds
it.
now.
5,000 life points. Josh on
Wow.
8K. And
I
here
think-
we
I
go.
think it's
2
over.
bodies on the field, setting off the turbulence.
I think it's
Did we
over.
resolve the turbulence yet?
Yes, we did,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
only one target
One
was
target?
left.
He doesn't
So
have it.
again, moments away. He's
Anthony
just trying
doesn't
to figure
have
out
it.
what he
Josh,
has. Ita, can he even
holding
do
on to
anything?
his hands,
Scarlet is
about to
back.
win a YCS
Okay,
with
wow.
Bestial
Confirmation
Runic.
From the judges. Time has been called. in
Time
main
has
phase
been
1.
called.
There is no error on your screen. This is it. We need to do.
I mean, we could have
2,000
made
days.
we could have actually made Typhon here.
Do we have it?
I don't think
How?
that would have helped us
How?
so much.
Yeah, it seems like it's just a matter of
Josh, look at
moments.
Josh.
Joshua might have
Look at
pulled
Josh.
this one
Tyler.
because there is no
Tyler, you're gonna.
boundaries for
Oh my God.
Anthony. Wow.
Dude, it's over. It's over. It's over.
Taking some link plays here.
It's
What could we
over.
possibly commit to 3,000 damage. Like,
I think he's
how?
just realizing what's going on. And
Do you have
unfortunately
way
can't
to
blame
make
him
any to
unless
put
there
any
is,
damage on board?
some
There's
ace
no
up his
way.
sleeve, really considering all of these lines. But
Final.
Josh is like,
Like,
I'm done, baby. I'm done.
It's the main phase.
Hita.
What can we do? Like, we're
Here
gonna go
is the
Hita.
Hita.
Okay.
Okay, we are making plays here. Do we have any way of inflicting damage, though? That is the real question.
Spellcaster.
We go up to
Bring
The
back another
Celine,
monster into a link 4.
Lil Knight. Go for the
Leon
set.
face down,
Banishing
okay.
the face down. Chaining it,
Chains
bring
the
Slumber.
slumber to protect the Baron.
Protecting the Baron, it seems.
Okay, protecting Baron from destruction. Doesn't wall up.
Valor, you can draw. You can draw.
Banishing.
Yes! Yes! Josh wins! Oh my God! Oh my God! He wins with Bestial Runic!
Incredible match.
What a match and what an ending.
Oh my God, Tyler!
Second, once again in time. What a crazy ending. And what
Oh
an
my
event.
God!
YCS Bologna
Oh
has
my
been
God!
incredible with that. So many
He
duelists,
wins!
2,488 from all over the world. Over
Fourth-time
12 rounds of
YCS
bliss
champion
and top 60
Joshua
in the
Schmidt
end.
with the
Once
one and
again,
only
it's
Runic
Joshua's
Bestial.
winning his
Jesus
fourth YCS.
H. Christ,
What a
ladies
weekend
and
we just
gentlemen, you saw it here.
God, I love Quem is gonna be. the
Drop
name.
some subs for Josh. Come on, guys. You know you have to. You want to hear that Joshua Schmidt alert for the membership sound. Oh my God.
What a match. What a weekend.
Oh my God. He won the YCS.
To Anthony, he played his heart out in what was a very tough final, and after losing already at YCS Lyon in the final, you really gotta feel bad for him. But he proved once again that he's one of the best players in Europe. I'm sure he will. have
That
an
is
amazing future ahead of him,
insane.
and
Tyler,
probably
go
at some
to
point
go
he'll
editing right
upload
now. You
the
can't be
trophy of his
here. I'm
own,
sorry.
But amazingly played.
You gotta upload that video right now.
Nibiru
Josh.
was what won the finals for Joshua most likely, and this
Dude,
is
what a
Latonia
beast.
is the trophy.
The
So,
duality for the
congratulations to
Scarlight,
Joshua
man.
Schmidt,
Oh
getting
my
another
God.
accolade for himself.
What a game.
Unbelievable.
I mean,
so yeah, we are going to be having a
Bestial Runic, definitely a strong deck, definitely a super underdog competitor for this format. Got some good matchups. He won 2 Labyrinths in top 8 and top 4 to get to the finals. We saw how difficult that match was, and there's really nothing else to say here. Joshua Schmidt is a 4-time YCS champion, taking it all in. With Bestial Runic of all decks, dude. I'm so happy right now.
Let's hear it from the man himself with Head.
Attention duelists.
The GOAT!
Your champion
The
of
GOAT!
the Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship Series live in Bologna is none other than the man himself, Joshua
Joshua Schmidt!
Joshua Schmidt!